Hey, it's your brother from the gutter, Slick Daddy, back behind the wood. That friend of the friendless. It's the open bar, never a cover, never a minimum. And, well, we have made it to March. It's been a couple of weeks since I talked to you. I was down with some kind of typhoid flu from hell. I don't know what the hell it was, but it was bad. I'm still hacking up stuff here. I don't mean to gross you out. I hope you're not having your oatmeal or anything, but yeah, it was kicked the shit out of me, really did. But I'm back and I've been cured. St. Patrick's Day just around the corner. Buffalo PD, I understand, will be enforcing the alternate street urination. Just to give you, a heads up. And of course, we've got free agency, which the tampering period, I believe, opens this Monday. And hey, how about that trade they made with the Bears for DJ Moore? I think that was a brilliant, kick-ass move. Woo! Woo! Yes, we finally got a legitimate number one wide receiver, and I like DJ Moore better than any of these other cats that were out there. You know why? He's not a fucking egomaniac. The guy's had, I think 5 1,000-yard receiving, 4 or 5, and he had them with 5 different quarterbacks. He's never really had a great quarterback like a Josh Allen to throw to him, but the dude still produces. So, I mean, who knows how great he can be. Now, he had a little bit of an off year last year, but that's because they had a new coach and a new system, and they had all these, high draft picks at wide receiver, and I guess he didn't really click with Caleb Williams, the quarterback, and who knows? Anyways, but he is now officially a Buffalo Bill. The Bills giving up a second-round pick, as you probably heard by now, which, you're not going to get a player that good in the second round that's going to help right away, help Josh Allen. And isn't that what it's about? Let's fucking win now. Let's get somebody in here. Let's stop fucking around. I'm sure Sean McDermott wished they would have done this last year. But, hey, better late than never. This is a good move. Now, I'm going to give you one statistic that's going to blow you away. DJ Moore is only one of 5 receivers, with at least 50 catches over 20-yard average over the last 5 years. So, for 5 years in a row, he has averaged 50 catches of over 20 yards, which means, yeah, this brother can get deep.
That is absolutely insane.
And if you're curious who the other 5 people are that have averaged 50 catches of over 20 yards or more, pretty good company. CeeDee Lamb, Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill, George Pickens, and DJ Moore. So, yeah, we finally got somebody that can get deep and can get open. Thank God. How many games last year where Josh Allen is running around like a Chinese fucking fire drill and he can't find anybody open? Well, now we got somebody that can get open. And hey, there's the Wall Street closing bell, and it is time to check on the Cumulus Media, my old company. Let's check on Cumulus Media for their stock price. I believe it was 4 cents a share the other day. Well, this is a shock. Cumulus Media has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. So this marks the... thank you. This marks the second time in a decade the radio giant has sought bankruptcy restructuring, having previously emerged from a similar process in 2018. Boy, I'll tell you, only the best and the brightest running this company. Yeah, so they got to go through all kind of shit right now, and I think they should just auction everything off and give it to charity. Really, let's do that. What do you think? Yeah. Sell the general manager's furniture. New furniture, sell off the microphone, sell it all. Just have a garage sale. Fuck it. And then let's break up these monopolies, please. Unbelievable. 300 and what? How many stations do they own? Everybody know Slick Daddy don't like monopolies. He hates monopolies. What he do like is strip monopoly.
Because you're like the coolest person I've ever met, and you don't even have to try.
So, yeah, the good news, we finally got a decent starting wide receiver. The bad news is, unfortunately, we are at war with Iran.
That is absolutely insane.
We're at war with Iran now. Trump announced it from Mar-a-Lago wearing his stupid baseball hat over his X account. Tweets out that we're going to attack Iran. Just a fucking lunatic. I'm thinking this smells just like the Iraq. It's the same thing. The only difference is, remember the Iraq war, they told us that Saddam Hussein was a bad guy, which he was, just like this guy is, but that he had weapons of mass destruction and he was gonna hit us if we didn't hit him first. There's a lot more to it than that, but that's basically it. And they made up a bunch of shit that he had chemical weapon labs, and then most of the shit information they got was from this guy named Curveball, who was like known to be a bullshit artist by all the intelligence agencies in the world. But, they were trying to frame, they spent a year trying to frame the argument to go into Iraq. And so people thought, yeah, let's do it. Let's go and kick that sumbitch's ass. That's Saddam Hussein. And so that's what we did. The difference this time is Trump doesn't even try. I mean, they don't even try to sell the war to the American people. They just fucking do it. He just does it. And says that he's a threat to us and he's going to have a bomb next week. Then there was like 4 or 5 different reasons because Israel was going to do it, and that's why we did it. And so now we're into a war which is sprawled out into 10 different countries because Iran is pissed off and they're shooting missiles at everybody and their brother. And, it's going to be a big clusterfuck, just like the Iraq war was. It's costing $1 billion a day. People don't want this war. And the polls show that like 60% of Americans or more, 63 or 65% are against this war, or whatever you want to call it. I mean, it is what it is. And if you don't think there's going to be blowback from this, it may not be now. Maybe it's 10 years from now, 20 years from now. Just like September 11th was blowback for some of the shit that we did in the Middle East. It's kind of like got you last, remember? Got you last. That's what it is. So I got to tell you, though, I don't feel better, even though Kristi Noem has been fired. Asshead vacuum brain that she was. They have replaced her with this Okie senator from Oklahoma. So this guy's going to be the head of Homeland Security. No experience at all in emergency management or police work or any of that shit. The guy was a fucking plumber, okay, and he was an MMA or AMA or whatever the fuck that is, the fighting, right? So he was a fighter and also a plumber. So this is a guy that's going to be in charge. So sleep well at night, knowing that this fucking hayseed is on the case, huh? So yeah, it's just a joke. They're saying Pam Bondi will be next. Of course, we found out there were missing documents that were pulled out of there. FBI interviews with a 13-year-old. There were 4 interviews, 3 or 4, I forgot which. And the pages were missing from that interview. So now I hear they've been posted online. I don't know, but they're still fucking around playing games. Trump is. And pulling Hillary Clinton up on the stand. Bill, I can see, but Hillary, come on. I'll tell you who they should put up. If a president's wife is going to go up, a first lady, well, then how about Melania? We know that she was buddies with Ghislaine Maxwell, that they hung out together. So I'm sure she has information on Jeffrey Epstein. Put her on the fucking stand. They're not going to put Trump on there. That'll never happen. even though he's been, what did they say? What did he say? I've been exonerated. Yes. I'm exonerated, ladies and gentlemen. I made that up. I'm exonerated. And, of course, you heard the Supreme Court. We haven't talked about that since last time. They ruled that Trump's tariffs are illegal. And so now all these companies that had to pay this tariff money are going to sue the government to try to get their money back, even though they've passed 90% of the cost on to us, the poor bastard consumers, right? So I guess with all those lawsuits, it's safe to assume that we, the public, John Q. Public, should forget about getting our so-called $2,000 tariff rebate checks back, huh? Yeah, I don't think we're going to see those. Ain't happening.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
And the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame nominees have been announced. Phil Collins, first on the list here. Phil, of course, is already in the Hall of Fame as a member of Genesis, but now he's going in as a solo artist. You remember when Phil Collins was all over the radio back in the day? I couldn't stand Phil Collins because he was oversaturated. You know what I mean? Like radio stations had, really, they had Phil Collins-less weekends where they would play no Phil Collins songs because he was doing his solo shit. Then he was on the Genesis record. And then he was also doing like duets, Phil Collins and Philip Bailey, Phil Collins and Marilyn Martin. And it was just too much Phil Collins. See, that's why the Slick Daddy doesn't oversaturate himself. You know, he kind of gives you just a little taste and then keeps you wanting for more. Well, Phil is getting in, along with Mariah Carey, Lauryn Hill, In Excess, Iron Maiden, Luther Vandross, Shakira, Melissa Etheridge, Jeff Buckley, Pink, really, Pink, New Edition, Sade, the fucking Wu-Tang Clan, the Black Crowes, Oasis, New Order, and Billy Idol round out the 2026 nominations. Billy Idol, I remember back when he was in Generation X back in his punk days, before he was even solo. But Billy Idol was always cool. Hanging out at the state line, turning holy water into wine, drinking it down. Yeah.
They're eating the dog.
So, yeah, that's cool. Also, there's nobody else I'm really excited about. I think it'd be cool if Iron Maiden got in there because I think the only heavy metal band in there currently is Judas Priest, I believe. Well, Ozzy's in there, or Black Sabbath, I guess you could say. But you know what I mean, from the metal era of the 80s. Also, new documentaries coming out. If you are a fan of Little Feat, it's at the theaters now, and it is called the Little Feat documentary. That's what it's called, the documentary, Little Feat. So if you're a Lil George fan, look out for that to be on a home video sometime in the future. But right now, it just opened up to theaters at select theaters. I don't know if anybody around here has got it up. I don't think so. The Joint on Hurdle should have it up. That's who should have it up. I'm sure it's excellent. And then there is another documentary which has already been on television, but now you can get it on physical media. Led Zeppelin, Becoming Led Zeppelin, is now coming out on Blu-ray and 4K. That'll be coming out in April if you want to pick it up. The only bummer is it doesn't have the previously unreleased Dazed and Confused version, which I guess the theatrical version had or whatever. So it's always some bullshit. You know, if you like Led Zeppelin, pick it up. If you don't, forget I mentioned it. And I got to be honest with you, I have not seen it yet. It's in my queue to watch, but it's not like I never heard enough Led Zeppelin. You know what I mean? It's just like I'm just so fried on certain groups. I don't know why, but I'm sure it's excellent. I got to check it out. I must be more open-minded. And, you know, I'm starting to get back into it a little bit here. But I had to take a break from the classic rock. Just had to do it. But I'm really looking forward to this Little Feat documentary. And the McCartney one. The Wings years. Man on the Run, I think it is. That's available on Amazon Prime. Hope it's free. I think it is. That I want to see.
Is it my imagination, or is he more commanding and mannish?
And so you remember a while ago, I told you that I'd probably be back on the radio soon. Well, that unfortunately, that's not going. It doesn't seem like that's going to work out right now. Things changed, and it's just the timing is not right or whatever. So, hey, never say never, but right now it's not happening. So I just wanted to let you know, if you're wondering, hey, Slick, you mentioned that, and then we haven't heard anything. Well, that's why, because it ain't happening. Now, I will tell you that I'm going to have some bitchin' guests coming up on this program in the not too distant future. So just hang on to your pantyhose. It's gonna be good. I'm telling you.
You're pretty high and far out, aren't you?
All right, that's all that Slick Daddy's got for you right now. Don't forget, you can stream us on all the major streaming services out there, all the ones that matter, from Apple Podcasts to Spotify, Amazon, iHeart, YouTube, and of course Podbean is where we originate from. Just go search for Slick's Open Bar. And if you can't find it that way, well, hell, you can always just go to my old website, slicktom.com, and it will give you a direct link as soon as you go to the website. Because there's nothing on the website. I don't put anything on the website anymore. So it's just a direct link to the Slickcast, to the podcast. You know what I'm saying. Good Lord. I'm fried. What can I tell you? Thank God the weekend is here, and we're turning the clocks ahead. What is it? Spring ahead, fall back. Spring ahead. So we lose an hour, but, if you're tired of this being dark at 5, 6 o'clock every fucking day, you'll enjoy it, because it should keep us at least light until 7 o'clock. In Ireland, where the sun stays up past 10 o'clock. Oh, yeah. So the old Irish Spring commercials. All right. Live fast, die old, remain calm, circle the wagons. Love the DJ Moore move. Weed, whiskey, and Warren Zevon. Go Sabres.
Hail to the king, baby.